he was definitely working for Mossad. Like, and I don't see what the problem is, except for the fact that like he's bribing and blackmailing our politicians. Like, yeah, that's a big fucking deal. You know what I mean? And it's just so weird how nonchalant we're acting about this. They found out the fact that like he saw the old Minister of England. They just found out this motherfucker was hanging with him. Like Stalmer, crazy work.
Well, yeah, all them people together.
So what we gonna do?
All them people together.
What can
it's just time. There's nothing to do because at the end of the day, nothing's gonna.
Yeah, I see that. I think something else is interesting too. Is you keep hearing this conversation about Ball. Like it's something that they are
the demon.
Yeah, the demon. Like so. I've heard that the side of it where people try to akin it to like occultist shit for Jewish, like old Jewish folklore and shit like
That's
that.
Satanism,
the blood, yeah, bloodletting. But once again, I don't want to lean too much into it. But it is very interesting that that's a part of the conversation. Like it was in the Epstein files, but like in 2026, an average educated person is saying, "I would prefer the evil of the world intentionally." Like because we're all the hero. But that's what I'm saying. Like, if you're an Epstein or say whoever would believe in Ball, you get what I'm saying? Like, that is not the betterment of yourself. You get what I'm saying? Like, you're not aspiring for something great. You're aspiring for something that's negative or destructive to you specifically.
Hey,
but I don't know about the faith.
I told you.
The camera.
Your camera, your radio's off.
Yeah, you all in the matrix. Did y'all niggas even say hi to the people? Kevin just talking shit out the motherfucker.
Yeah, we did. He'll edit it right.
No, this is live. This is going up.
Oh shit.
So it's another Wednesday night. We here. Hero's having technical difficulties. Hopefully he get his stuff good together. You already know what it is. Flocks in the building. Get the books. Go to elusiveperspective.com. Check out the books up there. We got King Arthur in the building.
Unify Thrive, nigga. I was balling this weekend. Fuck what y'all talking about. 2020faces.com. Get y'all some gear, niggas. What's going on with you, Brody?
No.
Yeah, man. They nothing. Just a wonderful Wednesday out here. I know Valentine's Day is coming. Hope everybody have a wonderful weekend and spend up that money. Nigga, I hope you got your flowers now. If you do not get them now, look, this is for the young men. If you haven't gotten them flowers now, you better hurry up tomorrow morning. And that's all you need. That's all you need, young bull. That's all you need. Just go get some flowers and take out to eat somewhere. It don't even got to be nothing crazy. Just take them.
Hey, how about this? You need to get a real one. My girl, don't give me the fucking flowers. Give me some seeds so I can plant in the garden. That's all.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Yeah, I'm with that.
Shoot, man.
Yeah, what's good?
Good boy.
Can you get your video back?
Oh, girl, keep kicking me out.
That nigga working with the CIA over there.
I'm talking that shit.
We could barely hear you.
Yeah, we can't hear you. Can't see you. Was all good just a week ago. See what happened?
But listen, I'm on the 5G network. All else is boom. So you know what I mean. I'm saying shit crazy.
He was signed the contract. Don't worry about it.
Well, you're streaming, so that's a lot. You might want to do to your Wi-Fi.
Like make some new accounts.
Streaming on Fire. Yeah, that'll
do some new
it.
accounts. They fucking with his
own. So now you got new cash. You got a whole bunch more cash in your phone. Yeah.
No, you know what? I'm trying to get out and want me out of it.
You out there, nigga. So what we talking about today? What we talking about today? What's going on in the world, man? Y'all
go ahead, you run one. What you got?
Conspiracy?
Mm-hmm.
Bro, I ain't got nothing. Why they get a nigga the smallpox in blankets? Now I ain't got one.
But did y'all see the halftime, the Super Bowl?
No.
Oh yeah. That I mean, I did not like. I mean, I heard. You know what was an interesting conspiracy? The replacement theory.
Uh-huh.
I want to. So for people who don't understand, the replacement theory is that they believe that white people become the minority, they're being replaced. Like biracial people will kind of be the next iteration of humanity. Everybody will be brown, and that there's a set of people that are terrified about it.
That's already
And it's already the case. And even if it is, so the fuck what? Like so what? So what? So if you now have a blended family with a blended culture, like you're still loving your grandchild, you're still loving your daughter. Like if you're going to not do it, but anyway, I think the point of it is like listening to people care about the Super Bowl halftime show was so ridiculous.
Yes.
Because it's like you really don't care.
Hey, Will.
Like you speak in Spanish, so what?
Me and Will about to have a real blown out fight.
Why? Good.
Me and Will about to throw some blows.
Why?
Dog, did you just say they still gonna love their grandbabies? That shit.
Yeah.
Nah, a lot of them do. Yeah, no, they do.
It's 2026. It's not 1976.
Y'all both on the same page with this.
Yeah, it's
Why-
true. In 20, look, I'm not
Love
saying they don't
conquers
exist.
all, bro.
And look. What is the like? I understand if you are from like a time when that was acceptable, but though, like, think about the people you know right now. The one white person you know that you're cool with, that guy's grandparents aren't racist. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that there's a possibility, yes, but they could be, yes. But with the more time goes on where that's not socially acceptable, what is the reasoning for you to be that way?
That's a great example that you said that. Well, like you said, a white person that you know that you're cool with, their grandparents and great grandparents were probably super racist, right? But they're not.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like, no, that's a good example of.
Or their parents, You got to think like raised in the 90s, like we had white home, like that's the wildest shit. It's so weird that I think that either some people have never hung with white people before, or they just blanket everybody. But how could you blanket that if you know somebody who's biracial, who's white? Because I can't just be that rude to them, like because they are still rude. And they might not say shit because what they gonna say, but you literally disrespecting this man's mom or his dad or whatever because you want to be racist. But that's my case.
I disagree. I'm respectfully.
It's okay.
That shit. So they
You don't think people could change?
No.
Wow.
It's either you are okay with certain things or you're not. And once you learn a certain behavior, racism is learned behavior, right? We see black and white kids play together all the time. They don't even fuck about nothing. I was in goddamn Five and Below. Some kid came to my son, like, you want to go play? And my son was like, yeah. And they was running through the fucking Five and Below. And I was confused as hell. Like, do you know the dude? They didn't care about nothing. They didn't care about nobody in the store. They were just playing and they minded their business. But once they learn the behavior, it's kind of ingrained. Let's see 2026. Hulk Hogan's daughter.
People change all the time.
Let me finish.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Democrats turn Republican and Republicans turn Democrats. That alone lets you know people could change.
And are you the same person you were? Are you the same person you were when you were 20?
Hell no.
No, I see things way more clear.
Exactly. So why can't that be for anybody else?
What I'm saying is, people, just like when a black person is or somebody's explaining a wrong to another person, the other person won't get it. They're not trying to learn. So once they are wrong and they know they're wrong, they don't care, they're gonna stay wrong. Like I was about to say, Hulk Hogan's daughter disowned her dad because he was a racist and she had a black boyfriend. And he was deliberately and intentionally disrespecting her dude, right? Because she chose to date outside of her race. And you saying that
he's a shit person.
Yeah, that's one person though.
That's one person. That's what I'm talking about. One person. I'm talking about the gen. No, it's not the majority. Well, I don't know the people you've met, but I've met good people, and I met good white people, good black people, good Asian people, good Filipinos.
How you define if they're good or not is, will they defend you when you're being mistreated? That's what I care.
Hold on. I don't need nobody. I don't need nobody to defend me.
It's not about you needing to be defended. It's about they seeing. Just like I'm not going to do it for them. I'm not doing it for them. So you're trying to. All right, let's take it here. You got a white friend that you're cool with. You got a black friend you're cool with. The black friend is disrespecting the shit out your white friend, and your white friend is defending himself. But are you not gonna say nothing to your black friend like, "Hey, dog, you doing the most"?
No, that's them. I'm a nigga. They niggas. You handle your shit. That's it. Now, if they start to fight, then yeah, I'll break it up. But that's not my business. Like, even if, and this is the problem. I think that generally we think that these are like, I don't think people give a shit enough. You know how much time it would take to be racist? That means I don't talk. Like, racism means I don't talk to you. I'm not giving you money. You're not coming in my store. I don't want you here. Like that. I'm not. Even at work, I'm going to be rude. No. Racist is that. Prejudice. If I'm at a job,
hold on. It's two different. Hold on. Let me clear it up for you, and then I'm gonna let you finish. Mm-hmm. Prejudice is not allowing certain people to come in your store. Racism is being able to control one's economics, one's learning abilities. That's what we talking about. That's racism. So I mean, people prejudice. See,
you're right. The store is the same thing, because even me entering the economy with my money means I'm in this economy. So if everybody in this area says I'm not selling to you, you've taken me out of the economy of my neighborhood. So now I got to go somewhere else. So you're right. That's all racism. Prejudice is, I don't like that motherfucker. I can't stand, like white people always be doing, Asians, that's prejudice. I think that when you start having these systems where you keep perpetuating racism in a blanket statement, I think it just makes everything worse. And I think that that's what they rely on to keep us in the mud. We all say this every week, but you're looking at in real time how much we just divide ourselves. And looking at the world when they unify in certain areas. What was it, Greece or something? A couple of weeks ago, they overthrew their country or whatever.
Venezuela? I'm not sure.
No, it wasn't Venezuela. It was one of them countries. Because this
is the fact of the matter, though. You got to look at this shit as a whole. You got to look at the wealth gap. Look at the land. Look at the gaps of property. Look at the gaps of wealth. Look how long this been going on now. I understand that. Hold on, you about to see it, and you about to see it again with this new with the currency switch over. You about to see the same thing you seen when slavery took over, and how they came with money and the people ain't know what the fuck to do with it because they had no use for it.
Man,
you about to see the same system. It's about to do the same thing. Go ahead, Carl.
That's a macro. Let me micro it down. Hey, Will, we just seen a nurse breaking baby's bones. She won't break no white baby's bones.
Yeah, you're right. Piece of shit people.
No, yeah, that's crazy.
That's not. That is a upside thing. That is the thing that they do. I'm not saying that it's not done, but how many black nurses have you seen convicted for breaking white babies' bones?
I don't know. I don't pay attention. No, because that's a true fact. If you told me that, if I didn't know nothing about that case with that white woman, how the fuck would I know that there's some random person out here breaking black kid bones? Like, how would I know that? Like, that's what I'm saying. I don't think we'll. If you really think.
But if it happened the other way, you probably wouldn't hear about it.
Yeah, and I think that, and that's by design. It doesn't mean that it doesn't happen. There are billions of people in this country, so to say I don't know isn't absurd. It's just I'm being real about it. And I think if most people came from that approach, it would save you for some time than thinking like that. Because I think you just make situations worse perpetuating racism because it's fucked up. We know it's like something's fucked up, but then you're just like, well, I'm gonna just keep it going for shits and giggles, and then you condemn the other person for it. And I think that it's just
but at the end of the day, you don't see nothing changing about it though. What has changed from when they took over to now? Only thing now that they allowed you into their system and allowed you to be able to get a little bit of their money, but at a certain point, you only can get as high as they want you to get. Remember that.
Yeah, but
we ain't talking. Hold on, but think about it. What face are we speaking of? Because we're not talking about the face of our people, so we already know how it gets. You seen the bombings of churches, the bombings of
but that's what I'm saying.
Black Wall Street and stuff like that. But understand this: Jay Prince, Irv Gotti, Dr. Dre, and a couple other dudes tried to put a record label together. What happened? They try to put all their money together, say, you know, and Suge Knight. All of them try to unite and try to do something within their people and their culture, try to cut, let's say, the white T-man out.
Let me add a fact.
And what happened with that?
Let me add a fact in right quick. I'm going to ask y'all a question. How many black billionaires are in the U.S. versus how many white? Let's get a real number.
There you go.
I mean, hold on.
And remember who lands here now.
Remember, more white people.
Let's just answer the question first.
Trust.
You guys
And remember who land this was.
13%, isn't the 13% of black people in this country? So
Yes.
by just knowing that, you know it's significantly less.
You can't. Yeah, you're significantly less. And what does that say?
It ain't like it's 50.
We-
It was 50-50.
The things that happened in this country.
And there was like 5 black billionaires and 100 white millionaires. And
Hold on, but we can actually look up the percentage because you can't do it by percentage.
Why you look up the percentage, but understand this though.
It's staggering, dog.
It is.
It's
I
14
mean, shit.
billionaires, 14 black billionaires compared to 900.
And what's,
Yeah, but what's that? What's the math on that?
Percentage of 900.
Yeah, hold on, I'm doing. I got you, Frank. I got you already. Would you say you said 900?
20%?
How many? 13 and 900?
You said 14.
14.
Okay.
Yeah.
And 900.
13% of the country. And here's another stat while he's doing the math. 65% of the billionaires in the world are what, Frank?
Hold on. Give me those numbers. Give me the numbers one more
but
time.
They're not the majority of the world, are they, Frank? Come on, man. Y'all got to get on brand,
He said
dog.
14.
That was saying, man.
He said 14.
The way they be said.
14 and 900.
Look at the numbers, man. The numbers is not lying. The numbers is not lying.
15.
And the reason why we 80% in the prison system is the reason why that is like that.
Oh, in the world,
Understand
it's
that.
more black and brown people. In America, is more
Of
white.
course.
Why, now you said but why is 65%?
I don't think in America,
35.
We're not.
I mean, but that's not bad. 35%. 30 is
words
30.
we can use. It starts with a J. I mean, we can use those words to describe demographics.
It is what it is.
Hey, Flop, you say that there's more white people in America than there is black people. It's not possible.
Yes,
It's not possible. Now, hold on. I'm gonna give you some. I'm gonna give you some statistics.
Okay.
How many white women you know got 5 children?
That's crazy.
I don't know
How many?
anybody got 5 kids.
Probably
Thank
matches 3.
How many black women do you know, or Boricuas, that got 5 goddamn kids?
Oh yeah,
Stop it, man.
Yeah.
We
Yeah,
know
well,
that.
they're-
Listen,
they're
no,
doing
man.
it.
When it comes down, what I
They're
can
doing
say is,
We know them
when-
personally.
Yeah, we don't.
But you can what I'm saying though. As a whole, hold on. They just had a decline in births. You can pull it up. They're not producing children. They've been going through this shit for over 20, 30 years. They more deaths than goddamn births. We're popping out babies. Who are the abortion clinics for? I never see white people going in abortion clinics.
No, that's true.
Why they are in black neighborhoods?
We murder more of our own. We murder more of our own through abortions than we do any violence all combined.
Because we was helped to do it.
It
became an option for them.
Well, it's an option for us. Like we are still making that. We are still
Who
making that.
started the option? Now, hold on, think about that too, though.
No, you're right.
Who
I get that part. We're not ignoring the things. We're not ignoring the things that happen to us. But the reality is that we still have choices, and we still encourage these choices. I heard a girl tell me one time it is. Go ahead.
Well, no, I was gonna do that. 14% or 14 is only like 1.5% of 900.
That's what I figured. I'm sorry. I did that backwards. I said I did that backwards.
Huh?
You said now do the it's 71% of white people in America. So do that for
71.
And it's crazy because how many of them are entertainers? Now, how many are entertainers? Add that to it too. How many are entertainers?
Man, billionaires.
Come on now.
But once again,
we got too many self-made billionaires.
Going back to Heroes,
we thinking about self-made billionaires. How many self-made black billionaires are there? Jay-Z became like the first. They had him and Jay. Listen, they had to put Jay and Beyonce money together to call them billionaires. They had to put Jay-Z and Beyonce together to call them the first billionaire couple, black couple.
What about Oprah?
So what?
Think about that for a second, bro.
How many?
Is she a billionaire?
I don't know if you call that self-made. I'm not sure if you call it self-made though. But listen, this is the point. The original point. This is a way better time than what it is, because answer me this question about billionaires. How many billionaires, black billionaires or minority billionaires were in America during Jim Crow?
It won't lie.
No, I'm pretty sure it's zero. But what I'm saying is that we have to acknowledge the growth of our society. Not perfect. Yeah. Not saying, but that's what I'm saying. When we stay in this ballpark of everybody is this, you just take away from so much, because that's what real racism looked like. Lynching you because we didn't want you in your neighborhood. You cannot be here. Like, just strictly. And it was you being illegal, not because you're using the water fountain or you're in the front of the bus. It's because you're black. Because if a white person used that water fountain, they're not going to jail. You're going to jail if you use their water fountain. So there was a time it was illegal to be black. And that's not today.
It still is.
Hold on. I don't think so. I think it's bad. I still think it's bad.
Look at all the money.
Let me talk to Will. Let me talk to Will.
Go ahead.
Will, you think that, nigga, who? Slavery is in our bones to this day. That's 400 some odd years ago. You think that racism still ain't in their DNA, my nigga?
No, I don't think you make it your DNA. It's not my DNA. Slavery is not my DNA. Slavery is not my DNA. Slavery is not my DNA. I am not slavery. I'm 41 years old. I'm a grown ass man that lives in America. I drive a pickup truck that's larger than most people's houses in third world countries. Like I'm not making a facade. I'm so comfortable. In Europe, a first world country, they do not have air conditioning. I have air conditioning for no reason.
Perspective is a motherfucker.
You're conflating points. Yes, Will. I make more than a lot of people too.
It's not in my DNA. It's not in my DNA. These things are not in your DNA. It's because they make it in your DNA. They tell you it's in your DNA. You are a victim. You're a victim because you're
Thomas passed down.
We are the strongest of our bloodline. Think about that. Whatever the worst shit that has ever happened to in this world, period, your ancestors made it so where you are here. You are not a victim. I'm not dumb.
He's helping my point. I'm not saying I'm a victim.
But then why is slavery ingrained in you?
Well, saying slavery's in your DNA
it's exploitation.
That's an extreme.
That is not an extreme. That is
it is honestly.
It's a proven.
No, it's a part of my. It's a part of my history.
Because you can pass it down. History.
It's a proven fact.
But why?
Why do that? Listen, hold on. It's a proven fact that traumas that mothers experience while being pregnant is passed into the fetus.
Yes, you're right.
The fact that trauma in a woman before she's even pregnant passes that trauma into her eggs before they even fertilized. Will, I'm only saying that because your grandfather and your mother's mother experienced something, you too have some type of connection to that. My only correlation was the white people who watched the man burn, who was taking pictures while his body was hanging. That type of trauma was passed down with their children. Their children were out there watching these things happen.
But you see, you're talking.
To end my point, you got the floor. Y'all talk. Wait for me. To end my point, the first black billionaire didn't hit the scene till 2001. It is 26 years later, and there's only 13 more. Will, I'm just letting you know. It is easier today, right? But we still have a really long way to go.
We do have a long way to go, but this is where it starts. We're not ignoring the fact that there were things that systematically break us down, but the reality is that because we are stunted, you are going to see a gradual progression like that. You're going to see that it's 1, then it's 5, then it's 6, then it's 12. But the thing is that that trauma you're talking about, you're absolutely right. That stuff can be passed down. But it's your job as the parent to know that I'm not physically abusing my child because I'm disciplining them. I'm going to have to do better than that. That is ingrained in us. But I say to myself, I'm going to have the conversations with my daughter. She's going to violate because I'm not going to knock her upside her head like my parents. That stuff, like if you continue to encourage it, if it's in your blood, like you say, but most people don't want to encourage bad things, unacceptable things in society. People want to be accepted on a primal level. So it would not behoove you to be that prejudiced towards somebody, because that's somebody you got to work with. That's somebody who's going to marry your daughter. Like, these are realities people think about. For somebody as a 3-year-old, I do mentally think, well, if my daughter brings home a white kid, like, I can't hate her and hate him.
I used to.
Like, and I can't believe that he's ingrained with evil, because like that is so, and to me, I do think that's very unchristian to say that because of your father and what they've been through, because of your mother and what she went through, now you're a spoiled seed. Like, that's not how that works.
You are. Hold on. Well, that shit is facts. What do you mean?
No, I'm saying it's possible. It's possible, but that's not the full case.
Spoiled.
Hurt people hurt other people. Hurt people hurt other people.
Trauma manifests in different ways, right? So you saying you won't beat your child, right? But you still can discipline your child without that super type of aggression. Mm-hmm. Even you thinking about how you discipline them because of what a past done is a trauma. Your response to it is how you move forward.
Yeah,
right?
and that's what I'm agreeing with you with. But what I'm saying is that you're right about that stuff being ingrained in us. But we still have the choice to know, and especially now, because the comfortabilities we have now, our parents didn't have. Our parents didn't have the comfortability of saying, we're going to sit down and watch a movie in the house, so we don't have to spend $100. You get what I'm saying? I can stream. Like, there's a lot more comfortabilities we have now, so you can have the time. Our parents didn't have the time, so it made sense to knock you upside your head, because I got to get back to fucking work. Like, what is this? Like, most of our parents' frustration came out of wasting their time. You come to the school wasting their time. Now we have the time, so you have no excuse that if you do have that in your heart to promote that to your seed. It's not productive. Think about how much money you lose by being racist. Just think about it.
Who losing? I don't see nobody. I don't see the people that's promoting it. If you know it. I understand this though. How much money is made off the backs of colored people? That's whether it's black or goddamn Spanish. How much money? Understand, in your neighborhoods, who owns the corner stores in the neighborhoods? Understand where all of this is coming from, so it's more like exploitation. How did these white billionaires get billions? Who backs did they get it off of? But yet, we're the biggest spenders. But yet, hold on, we're the biggest spenders in the world, Craig. But we are the what? You see the billionaire status? Where we sitting at? You think that's by design? Complete by design.
American black people.
Orchestration, straight by design.
Little
you gotta understand that.
Go ahead, Will.
No, a tiny fact. Black people, I think are the 8th largest GDP in the world.
Right.
Think about that.
The whole world. That's crazy. In
the whole world, it's a number. I'm gonna Google it back in a second. But it's something like that. But California's 3. I know. America's 1. Oh, that's a good list.
Why are you doing that? But I don't know how we got. I don't know how we got conspiracy.
This shit.
It's right there.
Into politics and race.
No.
Figuring race and politics.
I never want a message of, oh, nigga, it's all right, white people love you, to be drowned out with keep your one eye open. You know what I'm talking about?
I don't think, but that's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying I don't think anybody likes me. Like, you get what I'm saying? I don't think anybody doesn't like me. I think people don't care.
That sounds like
I'm serious. No, I know people who love me. I'm not saying that. I'm saying for the most part, people don't give a fuck. Like, I don't give a fuck about the person walking past me. I don't give a fuck about the person driving in front of me. I care about me and mine.
In New York, you just keep it moving.
I get that, right? Because nobody cares about it. You know, that's probably part of our society in the whole anyway, right? Because You should care about your neighbor. You should care.
No,
about
I don't want anything bad to happen to people. I'm just saying that my priority has nothing to do with anybody in my peripheral. It is about my life. But like I'm saying, it's not that I wish harm. And if I see an old lady, she needs some help, I help her out. Like it's whatever the fuck I want to do. But my thing is that I don't resolve I don't really entertain much outside my bubbles because I got shit to do. I got things that need to be done. And the things that I need to be done, if they're not done, a child isn't eaten. If they're not done, I'm homeless. If I'm not done, I don't have a truck. And that's way more important to me than the other shit.
I got a question. And it kind of ties into this because we're talking about race and we just had a Super Bowl. And I know what King's gonna say. I know what he would say. Do y'all think that the TPUSA shit, where they made their own halftime show, did you think that was racist, or did you think they was really just trying to do their own Christian thing?
I mean, I don't watch this stuff, so I don't know. I only keep it 100. I only watch sports no more. But I want to see it as racist though.
It's an anti-act though, or because they didn't do that before, right? So the only reason it's an anti-act because it wasn't a free thing, right? It wasn't.
I think so. Like I have conflicting feelings about it because, like you said, before this Super Bowl, there was always one halftime show, right? But now a new precedent kind of been set. Now it's like, okay, if you don't like who the NFL picks, and you got the money and the wherewithal, and you could do whatever. You could do your own halftime show and kind of like try to chip into their market just to be spiteful or just to be anti whoever the fuck they pick. You know what I'm saying? So I think that was an issue. He said Christian is racist. I
think one thing that got me about it, well, they did used to have different halftime shows like that, just so like they used to be like, because that it would compete for the slot. So like you'd have a halftime show, then like NBC'd have like a 3-part dumb stupid thing, and then it'd be like a cartoon or something else. Yeah, decades ago, like in the 90s and whatnot. Now they did have stuff like that. Now the thing that got me about all of that is like, once again, it goes back to who cares, but I just think it's stuff like that so fucking unnecessary. It's the same shit. Like no one likes the Super Bowl halftime show.
Well, they're not gonna be able to please everybody. No matter who they pick, you're gonna piss off.
But this goes back. And this goes back to my original, my conspiracy theory about this. It's the overreaction of the replacement theory. Like in their mind, they think something's being taken from them, and you're like, shut the fuck up. This is normal. Like no one liked The Weeknd 6 years ago. You know what I mean? There's people who don't like Rihanna. Like this is gonna happen. Like shut the fuck up. Like this is not. And that's the one thing I try to. If I ever see white guys and I see them lean into some of it, like the reality is like, just shut the fuck up. You're fine. Like it's good. You're gonna be okay. You're not. Hey, no one's. Whatever happens. Like
it was more tokenism than anything.
Yeah, and not only that,
it was more tokenism than anything though. The reason why I say that though is because listen, they rounding up the Spanish speaking Mexicans. Aren't ICE kicking them out of the goddamn country? Pay attention to what's going on. I don't know if y'all be seeing it or not. Pay attention. It's tokenism. They did that just to settle down the good Spanish people that they got here. Understand what's going on. Why they allowed that? Why they got why they let a man perform halftime in a song in all Spanish, and if people couldn't understand what he was saying, understand why this was going on. They're kicking the Spanish people out of the country. Basically, you want to call Mexican Spanish or you don't want to call them, but what language do they speak? They speak the same language as a goddamn Puerto Rican speak. So it's the same fucking language. Pay attention to what they're doing. It's ironic. I just told you, look how this shit failed. One president let them in, the other president kicking them out. Now you get a whole goddamn halftime show. Think about the halftime. Everybody in the world sees that. It's the biggest stage at that moment, at that time, and will be talked about for how long? Forever.
To the next one.
Understand the ploy that's being employed in front of us, man. It's just all tokenism for the Spanish people because you pissed them off from what y'all been doing. Simple.
Yeah, they tried it. I mean, it's too late for them to make any type of reaction. And once again, too, it was good. It was good. That's something else that got me. I fucked with it. It was fun.
I'm biased, but I fuck with it.
Yeah, but I
know you love it, Flock.
Right, yeah, I was gonna say. And I looked at the TPS one too, just to see if that was about. And I mean, that was it was mid. I mean, but it's mid to me because I don't like country music. And not only that, I got to say this about Kid Rock. That album's a great album. Don't get me wrong. That motherfucker need more hits. That same damn song.
The first
30 years later, yeah, Ball with the Ball. Nah, Ball with the Ball. He's got like 3, and it's just like. And once again, that album is like a good album.
Ball, the bang, all that crazy shit. Yeah, he played out, man. He need to go and sit his ass down somewhere. Hey, man, tell you, that's what he need to do.
But if somebody like,
I could be wrong, but I thought the replacement theory was that the Hispanics are going to be the new African Americans, right? They're replacing the low class. What we're going to be.
That what Biden said.
They're interchangeable. They're interchangeable. And,
that what Joe said.
What was the thing? What was the name of that shit that they had? Every minority scared about Project whatever the fuck.
2025.
Yeah, okay, Project 2020. Yeah, whatever it is. That was all in it. That was all in it. In the description, it was a part of the replacement theory that the Democrats were trying to use the elite. Will start using the illegals like they use the blacks, and then build it that way. But
people leaving their party.
Yeah, exactly. And then Hillary Clinton really wanted to be president. So it didn't just start.
That's what Joe Biden said, though.
Yeah.
Joe Biden said, he said, I'm gonna let all the Mexicans in, and y'all better get along with them because they're coming in. Because he already knew that he was gonna lose the votes anyway for re-election.
They said people were doing it online without any paperwork. Like people were online becoming citizens with no paperwork.
I believe.
Like think about how wild that shit is, and then none of that. Like, and then this is the thing.
They were counting dead people.
That whole Chinese shit that no one talks about. Like the Chinese are buying land around military bases. The Chinese during the entire border crossing that nobody talks about. That single, healthy military-bearing men from China were being caught crossing that fucking border. They found a guy in California. I want to say last week. Yeah, they come through Mexico. In California, they just found a guy. I think it was California where he's from China, and he had a house full of diseases, packaged. Like these are the type of things that this is why it has to stop. Like it is.
Well, why do we know about it, Will?
No, but
why would we exposed to that, Will?
Because I think it's two things. I think one side doesn't want you to panic, and I think the other side doesn't want to be exposed. And if you start exposing the fact that when shit goes bad, you're really pointing the finger at somebody. It can't be vague at that point. You let these motherfuckers in, and then the World War III popped out because of your shit.
But why would Chinaman be? But think about this too, though. Why would Chinaman be trying to cross the border in Mexico? Just think about these things. Listen what I'm saying. Hold on. Pay attention. Let me finish what I'm saying. Mm-hmm. Pay attention to what the media feeds you. It's a reason they're feeding you this because they have their co-op story behind what they're telling you. Okay, This is what they have to feed you. Why would Chinaman be trying to cross the border in fucking Mexico or anywhere other than where he's at? Why would he do that? This nigga go to Chinatown anytime. No problem. Y'all gotta understand these people can come Chinese people can come inside of this country at will more than any fucking other people in the fucking world come across here with no problem. You've never heard them say they're rounding up Chinese people. And we have a million of them, billions of them here. They can come at will. You never heard them. Hold on, another group. You never heard them rounding up Arabs. Them motherfuckers can come here at will. Why? Because our country is over there fucking with them and fucking with their oil. So it's like a green light for them to come over here at will.
They do have bans. They have bans though. They do bans.
They need to come over here and open up. No, they need to come over here and open up stores. What do you mean? In Norfolk, this nigga listen, hold on. Let me say this. In Norfolk alone, this nigga has 8 Watergates, 8 stores, 8 corner stores. Bro, stop it. These niggas can come over here. They got the gas stations, they got the 7-Elevens. Think about it.
I think
people that can just flow across this shit at will, man, with no problem. Because these are the people that are allowed to come this way. But what I'm saying is, you have to pay attention to what the media feeds you. The media feeds you this shit for a reason. Okay, they just wanted you to feel like it's just not Mexicans crossing the border at Mexico. We know goddamn well ain't no China man crossing no. Come on, man. They had a better chance that we done caught some Arabs trying to cross this motherfucker.
I think
they would.
I think so. I was going to say the type of stuff that we do to other countries. I mean, just imagine the anonymity you could have if you cross the border in that manner. And because any flight, you need some sort of identification. And even if the identification doesn't come back right, somebody could trace something. But I do think that shit like that happens. It might not be common, and you're right. They might be.
I'm gonna tell you, Will. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you.
Fly through the front door if you infiltrate.
But I'm gonna tell you though. I'm gonna tell you, it's the same thing. Wow. Think about this. Why was the Chinese people captured trying to come across? Why wasn't the Mexicans caught? It's the same theory I keep telling y'all. 5 boats coming, 1 get caught, 5 slide through. Why did they want you to be? Why was the camera there to catch the Chinese people coming across? All of these Mexicans come across this motherfucker daily. We ain't getting no footage of all of this shit, but we just happen to catch the Chinese people coming across. Man, pay attention. The media feeds you shit for a reason. They got spin narratives all fucking day long because that's their whole point when it comes to us, to keep us unbalanced. Keep us thinking about this, keep our mind that way, this way. So we can't sit here and just think about this shit and say, you know what? These people fucking playing with us at will. Literally your name, my nigga. At will. They're playing with us. Literally. Because they know that they can do this shit because we'll buy into a lot of the shit that they're feeding us. But guess who owns the media? They owns it all. We don't own shit. We just got to listen to what they're telling us and try to decipher, is it bullshit or is this shit real? But we've been doing this shit too long. I'm tired of deciphering. I'm ready to just look at this shit and just see it for what it is. Because that's what I see now, especially when all the news medias are showing the same fucking goddamn episode of the same shit with the same words and so on and so forth. Because that's what they've been told to tell us. Remember I told you, shit only gets out because they wanted to get out. I don't give a fuck what it is. It only gets out because it's going to get out. They wanted to get out. Whether it's fucked up, something happened about some little kids, they want this shit to get out. Because they played the both sides, man. They the good and they play the evil. They do it. They've been doing this shit since they've been here. Or since existence of having whatever it is that they own.
I don't think they're that perfect, man. You give them too much credit. I think you give them too much credit.
The reason why I say that, because look what all the media, look who own all the media outlets.
No.
And then we can go there too. If there's no man of color that owns no media outlets, big wide like that.
It's one.
Yeah. Which one is that, cuz?
Byron Allen.
But look how small.
I get what you're saying. I gotta, fact.
He's got a point. I get his point,
man,
but
come on.
I get your point.
They're too perfect. I don't think they're too.
What happened when Bill Cosby won the ABC? What happened?
Man, I don't like that one. I think it's more. I really do think a lot of this shit is by design. The whole media thing, it has to be actual news, like they're paid for. And the question I really have is, when do they infiltrate the internet? Like when, and if they, because like I listen to a lot of different types of shit. The media now just picks and choose, like your cable, anything you see on TV is going to just pick and choose what you watch. If there's something really bad about Democrats, they're not going to talk about it on the ABC, NBC, CBS, or MSNBC. If it's like something really bad about the Republicans, they're not going to talk too bad about it on Fox. Nice. They are a little bit more like realistic and might dabble a little bit less than the Democrats. But anyway, I think that like because we just don't get the facts, we don't trust our government. So we know the media companies are working for the governments, so we can't really trust them. And to be honest with you, us as people who don't look at the mainstream media, it makes me not trust people who do. Like if you buy into one or the other, if you don't like somebody's opinion and it like broken you, like something isn't right. And you're the one that they're like preying on as well. And it's just like when you see it so often, it's like they're missing the point. You know what I mean? We should be boycotting, paying taxes, doing anything for the government because of the Jeffrey Epstein situation. Just that alone.
No,
Fuck
what you
this.
mean? But that alone, hell no. We should be doing it serious because we broke.
If you care, no, here it is. If you care this much,
Okay.
if you as a whole care this much, people are ruining their careers, building their careers, making money. Like there's so much shit going on, trafficking off one goddamn story of a dude that probably passed the torch on to somebody else already doing the same shit right now as we speak. And we mad at them. We should be fuck all politicians. Jasmine Crockett, Donald Trump, fucking Massey, Rokana, all of them are pieces of shit because this has been around for a long time and we are just hearing about it now. And the shit the DOJ did, if you listen today, y'all should listen to Pam Bondi and listen to the bullshit she's saying and her excuses on why she didn't release the Epstein files. That's why we should be in the fucking streets of Minnesota. That's why we should be fucking breaking houses. Like
I'm on brand with Will, but not because of no fucking foul.
Hell no. No, sir.
I'm with you though.
You finally got everybody that could be on one page about one thing. Rich elites, not fucking kids. So you can actually administer your change whatever you want, liberal people, but just this is your way of doing it, not illegal immigration.
Killing kids, kidnapping, like that. Those are horrible crimes.
But we 500,000 go missing a year. Y'all forgot that?
No.
Yeah. But
that's I mean, hold on. We ain't talking about what's going on the house.
Nobody's saying that we forgot that. We're saying nobody's getting help.
Yeah, but I'm saying if you want to stop paying some taxes behind something,
So look,
get behind that though.
Let me talk to Frank.
That's what I'm talking about.
Let me talk to Frank.
Go ahead.
Let me talk to Frank. This machine that they built and that is being perpetrated every year, every decade, every generation is a perfectly well-oiled machine. You said earlier you make them too perfect, bro. The machine that they're operating in is perfect, ain't got no flaw in it yet. You know how we know we ain't got a flaw in it yet? Because we ain't seen no chink in the armor. We can't dismantle that hole for nothing. We can't stop this crooked ass system from doing whatever it's doing for shit. I don't care what we do. We put a nigga Martin Luther King, Malcolm X on top, boom, shoot him down. We get some money from this nigga from Africa, no, shoot him down. We got them.
We can.
What's up? Huh?
We can. You know how hard it is though. We have to stop participating. Like Will was saying, stop paying taxes. Stop paying. Like if we stop participating, we can change it. But everyone,
that's why the machine is so perfect because we can't.
But that's not them. That's not them. That's not them. The training wheel's been off. I think the training wheel's been off for at least 20 years. I think there was initially that. I think there was a thing where it's like, yo, we're on top of them. We're making. I think they let go of that shit and we just kind of doing it ourselves because I can't afford to lose my shit. You know what I mean? And that's kind of the thing. There's probably more people like that than there are people to say, nah, fuck that. But if you care that much, and like you're saying, Hiru, you gotta trick the masses. You gotta trick them. And the trick is, you don't care about kid fucking, you don't care about these people stealing the money. You're about sick of the fucking government. Hell yeah. But you white, I don't give a fuck. We both don't like kid fuckers, right? Yeah, that's cool. Yeah. Now, I mean, you have to trick them. And I think this would be the trick to be like, fuck all y'all. Don't vote. No voting. No one in the country votes. We always say at the end of the year, every year we say the same time when they vote, it's two shitty people we don't like.
And then we say,
we participate.
But people won't even just file exempt on their fucking taxes. I mean, come on, man. Think about that. Look how much that just changed just by doing something that simple. Everybody file exempt and say at the end of the year, fuck y'all. You know what I'm saying?
So they want that. They
want that
filing. That's what they period.
And stop filing. They can't. They could probably make examples of 50 to 100 people out of 300 million or however how many 100 million taxpayers. They literally can't do. They can't get everybody.
We should be so much smarter because think about this. Even if they do get you, think about this. Even if they do get you, our political cycle is within 4 years. So the next person who's going to be president more than likely might be of the opposite party. That person's probably going to want to make his constituents look good by doing what? I'm going to pardon these motherfuckers. So once again, like we have to be smarter than the machine. We can manipulate the machine. It's just that we kind of got to all do it, or the majority.
Unify and thrive.
Start by fouling this jump when you tap.
Because we don't want to watch the same fucking halftime show.
Yeah. Foul is jump.
Hold on. Or watch the shit at all. That's the shit that Kaepernick and them niggas was talking about when they was doing the bullshit.
I don't watch it.
The machines
I don't watch it.
Oil. If you can get niggas to stop watching this shit, that shit don't exist. That shit is bone Julio. $300 for a fucking ticket? You're crazy. $150 to watch the games every year, to watch the shit on TV every year? Crazy. Halftime show, 500 million viewers? Fuck out of here. Niggas is paying $3 million for a 30-second commercial slot?
Yeah.
All that shit is dead. Sponsorships, fucking jersey sales. Bro, I ain't watched the game. I swear to God, I ain't watched the game.
I don't watch sports. I don't watch sports.
And it remind me of the Gladiators.
Oh yeah, of course.
It reminds me of Gladiators. Every time I see it, and every time I see it, I see a bunch of rich white people
owners.
Ain't no fucking black billionaire football or basketball or baseball team owners, nigga, but one. But anyways.
What was that? Hold on. Why did I catch it straight?
He's just reminding you that there's so little black billionaires.
Bro. Oh, yeah. Of course.
It's just a bunch of people watching, being entertained, while them niggas up there laughing, glutting, getting all the motherfucking money, watching niggas kill each other. Literally, niggas died on the football field. I'm done with this shit, man.
Tim said,
people tired of being. People can't get to the point where they're tired of being entertained. That's what the fucking problem is. That's why you cannot get to the point where we're trying to get.
Is a drug to get out of.
Entertainment. You can't move along from it because people have you wrapped up in it. Because people got to go out on a weekend. Look how much people go out on a weekend just to spend money, just to be entertained. They give you shit to entertain you, all that. You like children to them. Think about that shit as a concept. You constantly got to have something to get them keep you focused and keep your mind doing this and doing that, because you can't sit with yourself, and they know you can't. They proved that with the pandemic when they shut shit down and had you stuck home with your children. They were like, look at these fools. They need us. They don't know how to act. They need us. They need entertainment.
Out, Frank.
I know. I want to read a comment real quick. Tim said, we can talk revolution until they take away your home, your car, and lifestyle. Are you willing to die or fight? He said he knows.
Yeah, that's the problem, man. That's the fucking ticket. I wonder
and nobody wants to sacrifice.
But check this. I wonder if this is probably the most comfortable as a whole humanity this go around has been, because that's what it is. If we were like slightly uncomfortable at times physically, like I could see like, well, fucking, if I'm going to die in the cold, maybe this winter, why not? You know what I mean? But like the comfortabilities we have, it is so abundant that's what the guy in the comments said is real. Like you can't ignore the comfortability.
We drug ourselves. We got liquor stores everywhere. We got drugs. We got
food at your call.
Food. So like you said, they've been revolutionary. They've learned to drug the people and distract them. They can't rebel against you. They won't be powerful enough.
A distracted people that like to be entertained will never commute and come together. But I would give them the home because at the end of the day, you don't own it. Don't pay some taxes and they'll come scoop the shit from your damn jet. So you don't own it. So you can have the home. You can have the cardboard box. You can have the coffin that you put me in that disconnects me from all the nature outside, because that's basically what it does. Keep it real. What the wood do to electricity? You see what it does. You're electromagnetic being. So what did you do sitting inside our box? Same reason they put you in that bitch when they put you in the grave. You know what's going on. So you know what I'm saying. We see what it is.
Yeah.
But
all right. So when we start the revolution, we starting it, or we just making content.
But like I said, you can't even get people to file exempt on it. You can't get. That's one accord that you could easily get everybody to do. I think fucking simple, man. Everybody broadcast and shit. Say, listen, just you know what? Next year, we're gonna just try it out for a year. just to see how this shit rock, because they got us fucked up out here. Our tax money, listen, you know where our tax money goes? To defense contractors. Why? You can look it up. They could the consumers of the fucking of the taxes, because we're going around the world fucking people's shit up and having to rebuild infrastructures, killing off people. So our tax money is going to what? Genocide, nigga, 100%.
I think
it ain't going to nothing that's useful to us.
It ain't going to
the revolution, like you're saying, the revolution, like I think you're saying, has to be infiltration. I think it has to be organized. I think you have to, like, they groom these people to be president.
And it has to be Taliban.
They groom these people to be away. I think that does need to be done in a way, but the problem is you're going to have to lose connection with that person and trust that they'll do what's right when they get to that position. Because once they start getting into circles like you're talking about in the federal government, where there is an Epstein and they need you to do something fucked up so they can keep, like, what are you going to do? And like, we have to trust that, because to have that type of revolution, you have to have the military support.
All right, so hey, Will, I know you watched it. The Spook Who Sat by the Door. I'm gonna keep mentioning it.
Great book.
Spook Who Sat by the Door. Mm-hmm. That's a real thing, but also the niggas who killed Malcolm and Martin were inside his camp. You heard?
Yeah. So
infiltrating it is one thing. But I think the revolution it's got to be an individual thing. It can't be a collective. It just has to be us four moving on a accord that is conducive to our home, but anti the establishment. It's a dude named Jay Morrison, right? I just listened to the shit. The nigga was trying to do a Tulsa real estate fund. He raised $12 million and the shit blew up in his face. And niggas is calling him all kinds of names, right? So what the problem is, the nigga is getting paid. He only raised 12 million. He was trying to raise 30 to 50, right? So he raised 12, and he didn't have enough money to operate and invest, right? Mm-hmm. But on top of that, he was getting paid $2 million, a small percent for the management fee, $300,000 a year or something for the management fee, right? But again, if you're not producing, like you said, if I gotta trust this nigga to do what he said he's gonna do with the money, or this fund to do what they're gonna do, when my hands is off of it and they don't, then we're back at square one, right? So that be a lot of the issue. Like, it's really hard, but niggas don't be knowing, because when the white people do their funds, their management get paid the 1 or 2%. Right? They just have more money in the fund to operate the shit. I don't know if dude wrong or right. I'm just saying that if each individual say, I'm gonna give me some money, I'm gonna go give me some land, and pay no taxes. At some point, instead of 300 million niggas paying taxes, they got 1 million niggas paying taxes. Shit don't work the same no more. Shit don't work. Police aren't needed the same no more.
So you're saying we do work as an individual, and then collectively we'll make.
But we just got to be on the same accord, but not not going to the White House and say, stop charging us $1 million. No. Frank, you got your own space, you got your own land, you do your own thing. Kiru, everybody do their own thing, and so the niggas who need help are getting help from the government, but they can't be exploited on a mass scale because it ain't enough of them.
I think you're absolutely right about making it an individual thing, because I think that sets the precedent in your community. Right. But I think that once again, you'll need assistance from the executive branch to be able to, like, I'm not talking about like something that gets stamped out and they talk about in the history books and then the government just gives us a fucking holiday or something. I'm talking about establishing true change. I think that if you have somebody that can get in there and, because once again, it is one thing, but with the comfortability, I don't think Americans know to just get up. And if you know motherfuckers with M16s are going to shoot you down for doing whatever, if shit push comes to shove. And then what happens after those shots are fired? Do people come back? or do people just go home and then it's over and now they make the holiday about the Civil War day or whatever? But if you can have someone infiltrate the government and to work in the benefit of the people, and it is a fuck you, I don't give a shit, like scorched earth. That person who's getting in office is probably aware within a year he's going to die. So you need to make sure, because you're trying to expose shit, you're trying to administer change, and that has to be like that is the way, and that's like a 30 to 40 year plan.
Yeah,
and it shouldn't even have to take that long though. That's insane.
Yeah. So you're saying,
look at the establishment though. Think about the America as a whole establishment, as a corporation. Do America have enough money to end homelessness and make sure everybody live comfortably? Of course they do. Okay, now, of course they do. Of course they do. Will they change it? No, because rich people benefit off of poor people.
Mm-hmm.
Long as you have that in a society, change will never happen.
Yeah.
It can't. It can't, because it threatens what the rich people have going on. It will literally damage them. That's why you have lottery in every fucking store that you can go in. Come on, man. We know who playing the fucking lottery. We see the liquor stores. We see what's going on. You get what I'm saying? This establishment don't want to fix it, because look how long they've been operating. If they had any increment of trying to fix anything that was wrong, they would have been done it by now. That's not their plan. They have to keep poor people poor because it's benefits in keeping people poor. So now when you think about that as a thought process and how you want to move throughout your life, and you happen to be in that poor person status, how does that keep you mentally when you know that the people that got all the money is benefiting? And the only reason why they're getting the money like this is because I'm in this situation. And everybody around me, all my people, my generations that came before me, we all have been in this fucking situation. No generational wealth has ever occurred.
Yeah.
But that's it. That shit is insane.
Like, niggas get food stamps, right? Yeah, I get money to buy food, but them niggas own the food.
Thank you.
Yeah. And they're being paid. They get paid regardless. They get paid regardless.
That's the same word.
That money was set aside for these people to eat, and it's getting cycled right back to the niggas who set it aside.
Instead of just giving the people the food, they could just showed up to the store. You could have gave her the food, but you wanted the currency to float around because it had value, especially on the stock market. Because all that shit is on the stock market. Food stamps, all this, they trade all that shit. All of that was up there. You only pushed a note because what? It had some type of value, rather than you saying, you know what? Everybody just show up to the certain store, pick up, just same way you do WIC. You even had to you were giving people WIC vouchers instead of just saying voucher. You see, you had to have some type of paper note for this shit. They had the people show up and get it, because all of that shit is the paper trail which carries on the stock market, which ends in all bonds, which means somebody is profiting off of it. You got a store that sell WIC items and shit like that. Then you got a store that you can bring these WIC checks to. I mean, it's a setup. Goddamn. You got to be kind of like retarded not to understand what the establishment is doing.
Hey, Frank, I know Frank wants to say, man, what's the bright spot? Say it, come on, Frank. What's the solution here?
What's the goodness about it? What can we do?
Every week we get on like dark stuff and like
what can we do?
We all just victim to the system, and I don't know, bro.
I told you, man. Just let me get somebody in there. Just give me some one of your sons.
You talk about dictators.
I'm telling. I'm just saying it makes it easier.
Real solution is get a good dictator in to do what they want.
No dictator, man. I don't need to be governed and told what to do, man.
Just fix it. It's not about that. It's about getting shit done. It's about getting shit done. Stopping the obstacles, being honest, being real. These are the problems. Stop bullshitting us. Stop bullshitting yourself. I don't give a fuck.
I don't think it's an honest person that you can put in that position. But I don't think an honest person. Hold on. Let me say this. I don't think an honest person can hold that position. I really don't think so. Even the president, that motherfucker, give me an honest president that's held his seat. And these niggas don't held the shit for 4. Hold on. You done had 4 years. And then you can get down. I mean, come on, man. Think about that. And then we talk about a dictator, one person that's sitting in control of everything. There's no honesty in that, man.
If I told you, hear me out. Hebrew, if I told you that your grandson, we're gonna take your grandson, and I need you, specifically you, to find any of the resources. You have all the resources of the world, access to any person in the world that is of your culture, and they will all do what you can pick of any of them to take your grandson and make him president. To make him president, you can take as long as you want. As long as you want. But no, I'm serious. Do you think? I think there are people out there that would take that risk. I think there are people out there that take that risk right now that say that I have access to as many people with funds and everything to teach this child to be the president of the United States. And I will use all of my resources and the people I use in my culture to make sure this kid becomes the president of the United States.
And the thing about this, man, Will, in order,
don't forget, they'll be of the bloodline. All the presidents are of the bloodline.
Yeah, true indeed. All judges hold seats because some people has to suffer. Think about that. A judge have a job because people have to suffer. Okay, that's low on the totem pole. Okay, now we're talking about the president or somebody that's in charge of everything. If you're holding that position, somebody has to suffer. Understand that. And we're talking about just in your country, other countries. So think about that. There is no honesty in holding that position, period. Nobody, it shouldn't be a person to hold that spot.
It's a sacrifice,
we see what comes with it. That's why it tells you this. That's why they tell you the president just can't make laws and shit by itself. Because they know how idiotic that shit would be. Because this nigga be sitting there tweeting, you know what, tomorrow, goddamn it, you know what I'm saying? That's why I got to go through a chamber. You know what I'm saying? You got to go through people, certain channels before some shit can become what it is. You know what I mean? Because they know with one person having that power, now you got to think about this. Just think about that. With one person having that power, he don't answer to nobody. He's making all the rules. But, come on, man.
Try to give it to
that's what I think.
Yeah. Like, let's give it to the AI. We can trust the AI, and then we get Skynet.
But this is the way I see it too, man. I think that like you having somebody like. Imagine if Donald Trump was up there and all the shit that they swear up and down he gonna do third term and all this other shit. Imagine somebody was up there and said, "Fuck it, black people getting their reparations tomorrow." I'm in charge of the executive branch. I'm in charge of the executive branch. I am ending crime on this side. If you sold marijuana, you're out of it. Mr. President, you can't shut the fuck up. I'm dead ass. That's what you need. Like you thought it was Trump. That's not Trump. A real go in there and just, I don't give a shit. Like executive order, Mr. Taylor, no. What are you doing? Like you had that's the way to do it. It's possible. But you are a sacrifice. Like I said earlier, you are the sacrifice. They're going to kill you.
You can't.
So you can. But once you see it done,
you can't do that.
You
can't do that in this system because
listen.
Understand how much your country thrives off of crime and drugs. You can't do that, man. Understand what I'm telling you.
I'm not trying to hear that. I'm not trying to hear that.
Understand that. You have a country that can bear arms. You have a country that has had one of the worst opioid epidemics in the world, crack epidemics. Understand what you have going on. So look how your country thrives and makes a lot of its money. You have a whole system built on crimes. You have all of this shit will have to go away. Now you gotta understand, you coming into power, so you will have to abolish all of that. So now look how many angry people. Hold on, look how many angry people you have that's at your ass at this point.
You
understand that?
Put them in jail.
No. Here's the answer though. Here's the answer to all that though. The answer to all that is what is going to make people want to really revolt? If you took away all their problems and then they kill you, we already don't trust the government. Then they kill you and they say, "Oh, my bad. Give us the money back. Oh, we're not doing this shit." Motherfuckers will flip the fuck out.
Gaddafi. Boy, Gaddafi. What do you mean? Gaddafi.
Once again, shut that shit down. Shut the news down. Shut the current political system down. Like I'm telling you, you go in there and wreck shop.
Hey, think about this. Hey, think about this though, Will. A man did that. A man by the name of Gaddafi did everything you're sitting here hollering about. And another president from a whole nother fucking country went in there and murdered this man, B. Bro, understand what that turned his own people against him. Think about that now. Look what happened.
So if
that shit is diabolical.
If that happened here, who would come here and try to fuck us up?
Not a motherfucking soul.
See, exactly.
It can't happen.
They would
here.
try. They wouldn't even try. They wouldn't even try.
Our military too strong. Nobody's coming over here fucking nobody.
You don't. And not only that, our demise is.
Y'all keep thinking it's the military. It's business, man. It ain't the fucking military, man. It's business. You're not gonna fuck up where you getting your money from. It's business.
On top of that,
think about that. We don't go to war with nobody that we can have big business with. We ain't in war with China. We ain't in war with Russia. We ain't want to.
But what Will about to say, it has. No, who said our demise is too important to them? When we go down, that shit has to be a fucking spectacle, nigga.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You give everybody what they want, and you know the government's gonna take it back.
3 days. It got to be Jesus on the cross for everybody to come and see. It's gonna be a fucking spectacle.
We have never had our, like, as minorities, we have never really had a true, like, I'm not gonna say hero, but like they give it to us. You know what I mean? They give you Malcolm X, they give you Martin Luther King, they give you like these little trickle down people and whatnot. And then people do their research and find other real people who are heroes at the time. But the ones we glorify, if you dig enough, it's like, oh, this is a joke.
Yeah.
Like this is a joke. Like Rosa Parks, wonderful situation, but that's a planned thing. That was a planned thing they were doing. It wasn't like she was working 12 hours, got in a bus, and I'm damn tired, motherfucker.
Yeah, the bus
they fed you the story. So when you do the research, it's like, oh shit, that's damn. So it's like
her husband had a car.
And if we had one and like legitimately was doing stuff for us and abusing his power in the pursuits of that, oh, that'd be so dangerous. Because once they flip and kill his ass, man, I think everybody would revolt. I think you would. Who?
The individual. So to your point, the individual in itself. To your point, I'm homeschooling again, right? We teach home. We talk African American history on the daily, right? Not in February because of what you said.
Yeah.
Madam T.J. Walker, Booker T. Washington, Dr. Claude Anderson, fucking Dr. Ben Jokerson, right? Marcus Garvey, right? All these people we talk about on the regular. I told you we went to the motherfucking Air and Space Museum. I ain't see a black face in there, and I was disgusted.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
That hero is the individual to take onus in fuck a February 3rd, 28 days. I celebrate and learn about my history on the regular, right? So, like you said, the niggas who say, oh, Rosa Parks and Malcolm X, Martin Luther, yeah, they did good, but what about the other niggas? Don't talk. If you gotta talk to me and only talk about them, you can't talk to me.
And this is something too. I mean, you're absolutely right. And I think both of those work in tandem. I think you're supposed to be, everybody should be that in their neighborhood and community. There should be more of them. I mean, it will never be everybody, but it should be more of them than there are air quote embarrassments or whatever. But I do think at the exact same time, we should be able to galvanize as a culture, whatever it is you want to call yourself. And this doesn't just apply for what I believe or what anybody on this podcast believes. This is for everybody in whatever positions you want to be in. If you want to be the most successful banker or whatever, you're going to have to navigate, but you have to infiltrate. A lot of the things that they say that we can do, they know it does nothing. But you really have to fuck them up. And then a lot of times we never make it to the point where we can leverage anything. But if you have a motherfucker that's really going to flip the switch, I bet you now you start worrying about who getting that office.
I'll be that nigga. Don't worry about it. I'm being him. I'm gonna be that nigga.
Yeah.
There's always a nigga that want to take your spot too, though. Just know that. That I see it's crazy because I honestly wouldn't want to be the person that's in charge of all of that. Because at the end of the day, like I said, you will upset a lot of people, and people besides you, people that you will call your dear friend, will be the same people that got there let the people come get your ass. It's always like that because infiltration happens constantly. You know what I'm saying? Because people are thinking individually. Sometimes the individual shit overtakes you because you looking at yourself. Somebody that came with you with a sweet profit. Listen, help set this person up because everybody that has been assassinated has been set up. I mean, if you want to be technical, by people in their own camp. So by infiltration, or whether somebody done joined it and been rocking with the shit for a little while, they'd gain trust or whatever the case may be. But sitting at that position, you will have so many people that will want it. You get what I'm saying? I wouldn't want to have it because then I wouldn't be able to live. Nigga, you would be, you know what I'm saying? You wouldn't be able to go nowhere. I mean, literally, you too much. I don't need that. That position don't need to be held by nobody. That's the problem. It's being held by people. And it ain't been held by people that look like me in the long ass time. I damn sure don't govern
if we don't have leaders.
Guess what will happen? We will resort back to how it used to be when we didn't have this shit. We will find a way. Because guess what? The way it's been going has not been benefiting nobody for real. Because at the end of the day, it's not a black or white thing. Anybody that's poor, you're down here. And that comes in, and that ain't just a color thing because you got poor whites, you got poor blacks. But we have a lot more poor blacks than I would say far as whites. In my area, where I'm from, where I grew up, what I see, you get what I'm saying? I look at my neighborhoods. Don't know why people move in the neighborhoods where black people stay. That's project areas. They just now starting to slither in, one or two. You get what I'm saying? But I see what's going on. I see the dynamics. I see where you're trying to keep people. You get what I'm saying? So it's never that. It's all about this. Who's here and who's here? Who wants to stay here and who they want to keep here? You get what I'm saying? And they're gonna constantly keep that that cycle going because that's the only way they can stay beneficial off of it. And they're gonna continue to profit off of it because a lot of people are financially illiterate. We know that. They could do more about getting people more on board about it. You know, I told you the AI switch coming. They ain't did nothing about the currency grid to change over there. They ain't showing people like this. Some shit y'all should be talking about in school. Y'all know it's about to take place. Y'all ain't putting that people onto that, but y'all sit there and let them have their phones in school and got them. You ain't doing nothing. You get on your phone, or you ain't doing your work. Or you can get on your phone. Yeah, you can dance. Yeah, you see what I'm saying? You can do shit like that. Why y'all not running a whole course about what's about to take place? Because you plan to leave people behind.
What's up?
That's how I see it.
What you say, Will? What you got?
Man, wonderful conversation, guys. I mean, I enjoyed it. I think I'm gonna flesh out this dictator shit a little bit, man. I wish America was mature enough for what you say, Hiru, but
that's the problem. Yeah, they're not.
We gotta talk. Yeah, we gotta talk like capitalism, social, like because there's people that say capitalism is outdated. We need to go to socialism. Then you got communism. I think we should like talk about those. I don't know what's the right system. Like I'm a capitalist. I believe capitalism.
Whichever one works. I mean, we give it names, but whichever one works.
For somebody.
That's the only reason why we don't go away from capitalism because it works.
All along work for somebody.
Yeah, they work for somebody.
It depends who you are, and that's.
But if we never had it, we would have came up with a way. We would have came up with a way if we would never been introduced to it.
We need to do this shit in person, my nigga. Like I need to be. We need to do this in person.
We gotta do it.
They're scheduled.
You're the only one that got down West Bumblefuck. It's a lot easier for you to come this way than for all three of us to come that way.
Well, somebody just tell me when, time, or whatever. I'm down. Just let me know when.
Yeah, King got to come down, and then we could do do it Wednesday.
I'm coming. I be coming down here.
No, he do. When we set stuff up, he come down. It's only 2
It just don't be on no Wednesday. That's crazy.
Not on the Wednesday.
We do a weekend or something, and like
when I get this $1 million in cash in the bank, I'll be there. You know what I'm talking about?
All right,
let me know.
This was a long one today.
Good.
We appreciate you guys. We see us catch us next Wednesday at 9. Shout out to Tim, always holding us down. Get the books. Go to Lose It Perspective. All the things we got takeaways. It was kind of dark. Hug your teddy bears. Drink some milk and cookies, and think positive thoughts.
Get you some money.
Get you some money.
Enjoy your day. Hug your